A very good day to you. It is Monday, the 19th of December 2022. What is happening in this show? Well, give me 30 seconds and I will give you China. Well, if that doesn't tickle your fancy, I don't know what will. First up, this is from China Daily, which is a state media news station. And they managed to capture somewhere in China, possibly on the Yangtze River, a man walking on water. Now, we've seen people like David Blaine kind of do this trick, and we know how it's sort of done, but it is sort of spectacular, and if you don't know how the trick is done, it sort of looks like magic. I could imagine later the dictator of China, Xi Jingping, said, "It is me because I am God." Have a look at this. Let's do a little bit of exercise, Chinese style. Here you can see a picture of a Chinese student doing an online exam trying to get into an American university. This could either be IELTS, which is the International English Teaching Language System, or TOEFL, which is the American base, but there are some like some called Duolingo, and some of them, but not IELTS, you can do at home. And here is a report from a little bit earlier from this month related to cheating and how they managed to cheat to get into the US universities without speaking hardly any English. Watching through a camera, a projector monitor, a Chinese student taking an English exam. Sitting in a Beijing living room, the student appears to be taking the test seriously. They're frowning and listening, as if they are trying to think hard about the answer. And for the written portion, their arms move about with tapping of the keyboard being heard. But the student isn't typing anything. They weren't even looking at the screen. Sitting next to the student, just out of the camera's field, a 34-year-old person called Tony Wang has done this for dozens of students before, for about $5,000 American. Wang is answering the questions by typing on a wireless keyboard, sometimes while eating barbecue skewers. For the speaking portion, he'd type the answers on an iPad or a smartphone for the students to read out. And students who couldn't speak English would simply be silent, but their lips would move. Wang invisibly spoke aloud while answering on their behalf. Now you can see the rest of this report by going to the website Rest of the World, and if I remember, I'll put a link in the description below. It's quite shocking, and I don't know the rest of the world if they would do this, but for $5,000 and to get into a American university, which is going to cost an arm and a leg for their parents, this is peanuts money, near enough. And this happens not just in the college entrance exams, but also with driving tests as well, which a fellow YouTuber did, Serpent ZA. Winston did it years and years ago for his driving test. to get the driving license in China because it was all in Chinese and nothing was in English, and his Chinese wasn't very good at the time. I think it's terrible, and it's good that this has been alerted to the people who do the exams from IELTS, Cambridge, from TOEFL in America, and all these other online. It's got to be done in a test center. It can't be done. What is the education system like for Chinese students? Well, the classes are very big, and they will learn in this method I will show you in a moment or two. I think this is all about the history of China, because it does mention October 1949 when China became the People's Republic of China, which it isn't now. It's more like Xi's Republic of China.
你是哪个国家的人？
我是中国人。
中国的全称是什么？
中华人民共和国。
中国的首都在哪里？
北京。
中国有多少个人口
14亿人。
中国有多少民族
56个民族。
新中国成立是哪一年哪一月哪一日
？1949年10月1日。
什么是国庆节？
国庆节就是庆祝国家成立的日子。
国旗的全称是什么？
五星红旗。
五星红旗的红色象征了什么？
象征的革命。
五星红旗5颗星分别代表着什么？
大五角星代表中国共产党，4颗小五角星分别代表工人、农民、小资产阶级和民族资产阶级。
What is Beijing like at the moment? Well, I'm going to show you 2 videos of the streets and also a shopping centre. Lots of people, even though they have freedom of access now, there's no more testing, PCR testing, like swamping your mouth or something up your nose, but the cases do rise, etc. Let's have a look at these 2 places. Now, away from everything about China and something a bit more light-hearted, what is the worst chore you can do at home? For me, it's going to be washing the clothes. We have a washing machine, obviously, but it's annoying. It still takes too long. Obviously, far better than washing the clothes by hand. But there is a new system that can just do it automatically, just for you, throwing the clothes into a tube. Confused? I was at first, but have a look at this. And that is all I got for this show of the James Cooper Show at the moment. Like, subscribe and share, and if you feel like you have the necessity to buy me an Apple Watch for Christmas in a couple of days' time, you can go to Super Thanks, or you can support the channel through Patreon, or hit the join button so you can become one of the exclusive members to this channel. Have a fan-dabby-dozy day. Bye-bye for now.